I was essentially on the path where like, how do I get more of that feeling, and then how do I share this with other people? Because I can't be the only one who needs a little bit of that in their life.
Ashley Adams' passion for yoga inspired her to create a goal to certify 2,000 new yoga teachers. After having 2 children in 19 months, Ashley was looking for natural ways to alleviate her postpartum struggles. It took just one yoga class to let Ashley know she wanted to take the tools she learned there and share them with others.
And I hadn't come across anything that made me feel that way. So it was enough for me to be like, yeah, I should teach it.
She enrolled in a 200-hour yoga teacher training course and over the next year built the Yoga Blue, a studio in Tarpon Springs, Florida. But despite advanced yoga training, Ashley went on to earn a 500-hour teacher certification. She found people didn't think she looked the part.
They come into the studio and be like, hey, can I speak to the manager? And I'm like, that's me. And they're like, so like, who's the yoga teacher? That's me too. And they're like, well, you don't look like a yoga teacher. And I ask this all the time, well, what exactly does a yoga teacher look like?
The American yoga industry has been called out for lack of diversity in body shapes and sizes.
Not for nothing, but my last child was a 10-pound baby. I have earned every bit of these curves. It's the nature of it. I have 2 options, right? I can let that bury me and keep me from doing the thing that I've been assigned to do, or I can show up and do the thing and let the minutia and the nonsense be just that.
According to career site Zippia, 77% of American yoga teachers are white, 9% Latinx, and 6.4% Black.
I was kind of like on this mission to say like, hey, like we're here too, and it does not look like what you see on Instagram, but it doesn't make it any less powerful, important, and needed than any of those other images that you're seeing.
Ashley says she kept the inclusion of marginalized communities and price in mind as she developed her own curriculum for 200-hour yoga teacher training. While most yoga teacher training costs between $2,000 and $3,000, training with Ashley and her team is priced in the hundreds.
I didn't want cost to be a barrier of entry to keep people from going on this yoga journey.
Some fitness facilities had to scramble when they were shut down for the COVID-19 pandemic. Ashley and the Yoga Blue were already prepared.
We can now take what I was going to do in person over those days and just do it via Zoom.
Ashley says she went from seeing 50 yoga teacher students over a few months to over 300 in her first fully online course.
Right hand, left foot, and then left hand and right foot.
I think because we were also kind of on this mission for us to be fully seen in this space, that people really gravitated to the fact that, hey, there's other yogis out there that look like me. I've always wanted to do teacher training, and now it's being brought to me at a cost that I can actually afford to absorb.
And has Ashley hit her goal of certifying 2,000 yoga teachers?
We currently have in our active teacher group, we have about 3,000 people in that group.
Ashley hopes her yoga training and her publication, Black Prana Magazine, will inspire others to improve their lives. For people who don't necessarily want to be yoga teachers, Ashley's advice on the practice of yoga is simple.
Let it look however it looks, let it feel however it feels, be awkward, be uncoordinated, but get on the mat.
For Inside Edition Digital, I'm TC Newman.